Welcome back, Interior Alaska. Hope you had a good holiday weekend. Now, Joe Cook here with your local sports this Monday. Early this afternoon, the 6th annual Doc Larson Roundball Classic tipped off at Wasilla High School. The West Valley Wolfpack went up against the Thunder Mountain Falcons in the opener. Now, last time these teams met, West Valley beat Thunder Mountain for 4th place in the state tournament. Today, the Falcons led 32-25 at the half. Jacob Calloway had 15 at the break, and Daniel Hornbuckle had 11. The Falcons, though, their lead grew to 11 points in the third quarter. And one from Sean Kinsey of West Valley made it a 42-37 game, but the Falcons made shots to maintain their lead as the pack would not get any closer. Callaway played big, scoring 27 points and grabbing 25 rebounds in the first 2020 game of the season. West Valley loses 58-70 to the Falcons. Daniel Hornbuckle led West Valley with 25 points and 7 boards. The Wolfpack will play Service tomorrow at 4:15. Today was also the opening day for a winter break tournament in Ketchikan. Down in Ketchikan in the Clark Cochran Christmas Classic, the Monroe boys teams won their opener 57-34 over Petersburg. Mike Cluding led the Rams with 15 points in his debut. Also, the Hutchinson Hawks playing against some top teams in Kona, Hawaii. The Hawks boys lost to Kona 68-53 in their opener on Saturday, but today the Hawks beat a team from New Zealand 71-53 for their first win of the tourney. Xavier Udebe went off for 27 points. Michael Benson and Connor Hoskin added 16 points apiece in the win. On the girls' side, the Hutchinson girls lost 20-62 to the Kona Wildcats. Now, the Wildcats are #1 in Hawaii and 21st in the nation. Hutch also fell to Radford 43-51 in their first game. As the 2014 year winds down, not only we're going to look back at some of the great moments, but we're also going to get updates on what some former Interior players are doing now. It's the KTVF Where Are They Now series. We start off the Where Are They Now series with Carly Voden. Voden is a sophomore defender at Bethel University in St. Paul, Minnesota. She starts and has 3 assists and 3 blocks for a Royals team that is ranked 13th in Division III hockey with a 7-3-1 record. Voden is a product of West Valley High School and the Icebreakers program. She also played for the Arctic Bears. She played for Team Alaska in 2012 for the Arctic Winter Games. Thanks to Jim Voden for the story submission. Now, a former Wolfpack player was in town recently. Lorenzo Graham came back to West Valley High School during the holidays from West Valley College. There, Graham is leading the 2-12 Vikings in scoring at 15 points per game. He's improved as a shooter, hitting 40% of his threes and has a three-pointer in 15 straight games. His points per game have increased from 7.6 to 15.1. Graham has scored 31 and 28 points in games this season. He says the transition from West Valley High to West Valley College has been hard but rewarding.
You have to be prepared for it. When I first got there, it was kind of easy, but as it got on, it was like the same thing over and over again, and you really just gotta keep up with it. If you don't, you get behind, and it gets a lot harder than it should be.
He's been giving words of advice to current Wolfpack players as well.
Do your homework and go hard in practice. Practice is where you're supposed to get better. It's where you're supposed to, perfect your craft, I guess you'd say. And so really, if you're not going hard in practice, you're only doing yourself a disservice.
Remember to email Joe Cook at KTVF11.com for your candidate in the Where Are They Now series. And the student athletes are on break, so there isn't an I-5 today. But that doesn't mean you won't see any great plays. Let's take a look back at some of the best I-5 plays of the year. And that'll do it for sports tonight. Some great plays there. We'll have some more tomorrow and, of course, on New Year's Eve. Mike Schultz is next with your full weather forecast, and we'll catch you next time.